Hi, Simple Life Ministry, Lorna here, back at you with another video. Today we're doing coconut milk, and I did already about 2 coconuts in here to kind of speed it up. So let me just go right on in. And coconut milk is good for heart disease, and it is good for antioxidant, and of course lots of fiber. It's one of the best milk for you, and the oil is very good because you can put it on high heat and don't have to worry about the health benefits. Like how you cannot use the olive oil for high heat as much as you can do the coconut oil. So let me just go right in. So this is the part with the 3 eyes, and this is the bottom. So I like to go from the bottom. I already washed my hands just now, so here we go. So use a very good chopper thing to do it. And it needs all your strength, family. So usually I use back the coconut oil. Sometimes I drink it, but it's a little sweet, so it's not my favorite. If I have a lime or lemon to squeeze in it, I would drink it. But if not, I just use it back. Okay. And then I just continue. Just continue to, believe me, family, it's very tough. Hold on. I like it when this happens, so it kind of save me from doing it. Expect this to happen, family. All right. Okay. All right. So I have to show you. See this knife here? Don't use a knife like this, because when you have to do this to take it out, it's gonna corn up your hand. It's uncomfortable. It's just not nice. Something like this that has body, and you can hold on to it, and it can actually go down. So you try to go between this coconut skin and the shell, and you just dig it out, and that, like that there. Okay, I have something with water down here. I'm just gonna drop it in the water. So these already came out when I was doing it, which is good. Save me some time. Another thing I have to tell you, family, when you take it out, try to look at the back to make sure no, what do you call this? The
shell.
No shell is left on the coconut, because when it's blending, you will hear the crack, 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 crack in the blender, and you don't want it to mash your blender. So always double check to make sure. This is the part I don't like to take out, that end part there, because it doesn't leave you any working space. You just have to go in and hopefully you get a grip. So I got a grip. So just keep on, put it in between. Look at this, family. This is what I'm talking about. This is a thing that was
shell.
The shell that's left. So you always have to double check and make sure it's good. Okay, this one is good. And just keep on doing that. Okay. All right. I think that's, oh, there's one more. We can't afford to lose any, family. Coconut is a precious thing, believe me. Okay, so now you come in here and you wash it sometimes. If there's anything that needs scraping, you scrape it off, and you make sure it's clean, and you cut it up. With the Vitamix, you don't have to cut it up too small, because it's gonna chop it up anyways. So small enough. Okay. So So you can use coconut milk in your rice and peas, in your smoothies, your beans when you cook it up, your ackee and saltfish. No, no saltfish. Your ackee, your ackee, whatever it is, your homemade juices, not just the smoothie, whatever you're doing, family, it's good to put. Look at this mess. 1 second. No, wait. It looks, because it's black, it's showing up all the, when you're doing these things, family, it's messy. So it's always good to do it over a sink. But this house doesn't give me that sink area to work with. Okay, so the coconut water that I pour in here is not enough. So I warm some water. Family, make sure you use good water. If you have distilled or spring water, here I have the Brita water system. So I put it in here to warm, because I find that if it's warm, I will be able to extract more juice from the coconut. So here we go. Now we're gonna blend it up. So, okay. Okay, this Vitamix, you know how the Vitamix, it just chew up everything. So I don't need to go too much. But this is it now, family. So you just go ahead.
It's rich.
And you want it rich too, right? I normally do it 2 times. Some may do it 3 times. I like doing it twice because I want to make sure. Okay, wash my hands. I want to make sure that I get the full. So you just go in here, family, and you squeeze like that. Put it back in the blender, and you just keep to go fast to make sure. So this is the milk now that I did to make my sweet milk. I juice it so you get the more rich flavor when you I use this milk with the, which one did I use? The cashew to make it. And if you want to even get a richer milk now, you leave this and let it settle, and then you skim off the top, and then you have the coconut cream, and the milk, the watery part, will be left in the bottom. Alright, family, to speed up time, I'm just gonna do this like that, because usually, but this is how you do it, family. You know, you go ahead, you take your time, you have something that you're listening to, keeping your company, or you have a family member in the kitchen, but you just keep working at it until it's finished. But to speed it up now, I'm just gonna do it this way and go ahead and blend it again. So what you do now, you just put, you just keep doing this, family. Don't pour it all back in. I'm gonna redo it after, so that's why I'm getting some of it. I just want you to get the idea, you know, of how I do it. Okay. The hands have to be very clean, the nails have to, when you're doing these things, you cannot have tall nails. Because the tall nails not getting into the sieve and you know, allow you to move and twist and turn your hands the way you should. Okay. Alright, so let's put this aside for a bit, and we're gonna go back in again, family, with more warm water, because I want it to extract even more milk. So we're doing that. And we come back again like this. All right. Okay. And remember, family, you do not throw away the trash when you finish. Put it up in the freezer until you have the time. When you're baking your rice or when you're baking your flour, you can just go back and put the trash to bake also, so that you can blend it and make the coconut flour as I did in a previous video. Okay, so you just keep on doing this. Nothing beats fresh made stuff, whether it's coconut milk, almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk. If you can do it fresh, it's better. I'm going to make the soursop video after this, so I'm going to use some, and I'm going to make some cornmeal porridge for Dennis' breakfast. So I'm going to use the rest to make the cornmeal porridge. It just makes everything more full-bodied, tasty. You know, instead of using the water, replace it with some fresh homemade coconut milk. And when you go to buy it, you know what I do, family? When I go to the store to buy the coconut, I bring a knife with me. That's when when I was in Canada, I bring a knife. I always have a knife. In every car, there's a knife. It's a tradition. And I would break it right there in the car. And if it's not good, I just go right back in with the receipt. No, because if you don't do that, you end up wasting your money. You work hard for your money, right? And so many a times, a friend, Marcia from church, she said, "Oh Lorna, I wanted to make a toto and the coconuts wasn't good." I said, "Did you bring them back?" She said, "No, who has time for that?" I said, "Marcia, no, that's money down the drain." So family, keep your receipts and bring it back. You see how I stand here and talk to you? Next thing I did the whole thing. But now you see what I would do with the first batch. So family, if this strainer is not as fine enough, you know you have to restrain it to make sure that you get out all of the juices. Even if some is left back in this now, I don't mind, because it's going right back into me, because I'm going to put it to dry and blend it and use it as a flour. So you have everything that you want, family, from this, and nothing that you don't. This is the money well spent. When you buy coconut, it's money well spent because you get to use everything. So another thing I want to show you, there's this one, but this one always does the trick. So I will come back here, depending what you're doing. A little trash would be okay, but in this case I just want you to do this, just to make sure you get a clean milk. I still have some left back here. But family, this is it. This is how you make the milk. It's nice and easy, probably a little bit messy, and you will have coconut flying everywhere when you're trying to break it, but just gather them together, wash them, cut them up fine enough, depending on the blender that you have. Blend it. You will see the consistency when you blend it to know. I'm thinking what else I haven't said. And to store now, if you're not going to use it all at once, I get a mason jar and I would portion it out to how you're going to use it, whether you portion out 2 cups or 1 cup, and then label everything, so you know you write 1 cup coconut milk. So whenever you go to take it out, you know exactly what you need and which one to take up. And it's good to have it done like that too, family, because there will be times when you need to make something and you do not have the time to come and do the milk the way I do it now. So it's always good to, when you make enough to put some away, even for when you have to make your cheesecake, all those lovely goodies. Family, when you want to replace milk, there are better alternatives out there. You don't have to suffer from lack of taste and flavor. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for requesting. This video was requested by Vivian, I think Vivian and Nat. So thank you so much, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification so you know when I'm back with another video. Thank you, and God bless.